Greetings Back to the Future fans and DeLorean aficionados, especially those who like to collect die-cast replicas of the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future. I'm going to do a quick look at this model here. That's the new Hot Wheels 1:18 scale replica of the DeLorean time machine from the Back to the Future trilogy, especially the second installment with the Mr. Fusion. Now, before the Hot Wheels came out, the SunStar 1:18 replica was probably the state-of-the-art for this model. And when I was looking at buying the Hot Wheels, I wondered, well, how good is it going to be compared to the SunStar? Because the SunStar is pretty good. Couldn't find any videos of anybody doing any comparisons, so went ahead and bought it. And you know, as with all of these kinds of things, strong points, weak points for both. So first of all, first impressions, the SunStar I think does a better job of replicating the stainless look of the stainless steel. I'm not sure why the difference, because the Hot Wheels has a much more grayish look. They both are metal. I don't know, maybe they just buffed out the SunStar a little bit more, but it does tend to look more like the stainless steel finish. Now, as far as the other thing that struck me right away was the difference in ground clearance and the black portion underneath the door, the passenger doors. If you take a look at the SunStar, you can see not much ground clearance there at all, and quite a good amount of black underneath the door. As you can see right here, that's quite a bit there compared to the Hot Wheels. Look at all the ground clearance under there. And the black portion underneath the door there is much smaller compared to the SunStar. Of course, I have the hoverboard there that came with the model. And I'll take it out of the way. Details are fantastic on this Hot Wheels version. I like the colors. They got the colors right. They got the raised white lettering on the tires, whereas the SunStar does not. The wheels are posable, and the steering wheel does move as you move the wheels. The SunStar does not. However, the SunStar does have hover mode or flight mode for the wheels, and the Hot Wheels does not. It does make the wheels quite a bit more flimsy. However, when it's on display, who cares? So, now back to some other features and details. One thing I noticed was the rear wheel well. Notice here on the Hot Wheels, the rear wheel well is very constant and more roundish shape to the rear wheel well than the one here on the SunStar. The SunStar, you can tell the radius kind of lessens going around the top here. And also, here is the Diamond Select model in 1:15 scale, and you can see it does the same thing. It's not quite as round up at top as the Hot Wheels one is. And if you notice here on a photograph of the real car, you can see that there's a similar radius change as you go around the top. It gets a little bit less sharp of a curve around the top. So I think the SunStar and the Diamond Select rear wheel well shape's a little bit closer to the original. Actually, I would say the Diamond Select looks closer to the real one. The SunStar is a little bit exaggerated on that reduction in circumference or radius around the top. And the Hot Wheels one just a little too round. Interior details, you can take a look inside here. I think the Hot Wheels definitely nailed it, got a little bit better than the SunStar did. It's good, but not as good as the Hot Wheels. And of course, look at the great colors here on this. Got some actual red and black on the cabling, and the blue on the control boxes there, whereas the SunStar just black and gray on the control cables. Now on the SunStar you can actually see the turn signals behind the flux bars there. And maybe a little difficult to see here, but I can't see them on the Hot Wheels. The flux bars look much better on the Hot Wheels. They actually appear to have that perforated look to them. I don't know if you can see that as I don't know if I can get close enough. This thing doesn't seem to be focusing very well when I get close, but you might be able to see that. And on the Hot Wheels, the Mr. Fusion does open, in case you want to put some banana peels into your Mr. Fusion. From the back here, I think I like the tail light treatment on the Hot Wheels a little bit better than on the SunStar, but they're both pretty good. Anyway, so those are just some real basic, quick looks at the two. Like I said, probably the most noticeable things: the SunStar stainless steel look to the body, a little bit better. SunStar has the curved lower air dam here, which is actually a problem with the cars as they got older that tended to curve. Hot Wheels got it right on this. From the factory they were not curved, but they were flat on the bottom. And detail better on the Hot Wheels. I'm not sure that the actual car was that far above the road though. I thought it was a little bit lower slung than that. And a look at the original confirms that, yeah, I think it was a little bit lower slung than the Hot Wheels one. And maybe the SunStar was a little too low slung. So anyway, that's just a quick look. Give you an idea before you go out and throw down $140 or whatever for the Hot Wheels. Alright, keep on flexing.